Shout out to our sponsor, ExpressVPN. One of the best ways to keep your online browsing activity private is by using ExpressVPN. So secure your family's online activity and unlock tons of new shows by visiting expressvpn.com/HAIYAA. Use my link and you can get 3 extra months free. That's expressvpn.com/HAIYAA. expressvpn.com/HAIYAA to learn more. Welcome to HAIYAA Podcast. Producer Matt and I are in Miami today. Very exciting. And I just got rejected by a woman in the most hilarious / humiliating way
Tragic.
possible. Tragic. Yes. Not in Miami, but somewhere else. So a little bit of context, right? This tour has been a lot, and I met this person. We're not gonna reveal where she lives, personal information. We don't do that on this pod.
She knows who she is.
Yeah, she knows. She's not gonna listen to this. So I met this woman on tour, and then I was like, okay, and I had a few days off in a certain city, so I was like, okay, let me go back to this city to see you. And I usually don't add extra flights and change my tour schedule for people.
You were putting in the legwork.
Yeah, I was putting the effort in. So we hung out, again, and it was all good when we hung out. And then my next time I get a break is in Hawaii, but that's too far. But then the next break I have is like in New York. So I have a few days there, right? So we're planning, she was telling me, yeah, I'll come to New York, Initially, she was saying that. But then a few days ago, I talked to her on the phone. And then she was like, yeah, I'm kind of having doubts about New York. I don't know if I want to go. And I was like, why? And then she said, because New York is very expensive, and I'd rather use that money to pay down my mortgage. So that's why. That's how I was rejected, people. You think you got it bad. Just not even because I can't afford my mortgage.
Yeah.
Right? That I understand. Because if you come to New York, you'll be homeless. I don't want to do that to you. She wants to make overpayments to her mortgage. She'd rather pay down her principal on her flat, on her apartment, than come to New York to hang out with me for 4 days. I'm not asking her to move to New York. Just like 3 days, 4 days. No, I'd rather pay down my mortgage.
I think that's the first time a trip's been turned down to New York for that. And probably the first time someone's like broke something off because of that as well. It's crazy.
A mortgage, yeah. Have you ever had this, listeners?
Yeah.
Just say you're not that into me. Just lie sometimes.
Yeah.
Just lie. Man or women. Don't say what you're thinking all the time. I'm losing to Chase Bank's mortgage. Okay? It sucks. Just say, oh, I don't feel the spark. What happened to that? Nice and easy.
I don't want to do it. Literally, just not even the spark. Just forget the bullshit. Just say like, no, I'm okay. It's not for me. We had fun, but like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Also, in this place, the city she's in is not that far from New York. Okay? It's less than, we don't want to give too much away, less than 4 hours. Let's put it that way. Less than a 4-hour flight.
We should get the listeners to like in the comments and reviews just be like guessing where it is.
I mean, if they're fans of me and they see my Insta stories, they know. They know. But we're not gonna reveal all the info because I'm a good person, Losing out to a mortgage. My God.
It's honestly, it's so absurd. It's the first time I've ever heard something like that.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I can't come see you in New York because I'm saving up for a Chanel handbag, a Chanel purse.
That's exciting. That's something exciting to save up for.
Why do you want to pay down your mortgage so quickly? Why? What's the benefit? And then you pay it off, and then what? Just sit at home, just twiddling your thumbs. Okay, great. I own this whole thing now. Nothing changes in your life when you pay off the mortgage. You know that, right? Just sitting there. Now what?
Without going too much into the nitty gritty of it, I did love how, obviously said all that kind of stuff to you, but you referenced it in like chatting to her again, being like, yeah, it makes me feel shit.
Yes, yeah. I did. By the way, is there air conditioning in here? Can we have it on? Because I'm sweating my balls off. We're in a studio in Miami, listeners.
That's because you got jeans.
Yeah, I don't know what else
you need
to wear.
the dad shorts,
This is my view. Oh, where did our producer go? Where did Clyde go? Oh, there he is. Hey, yes. We need some air conditioning, man. We paid to rent this place, Clyde. Come on. No, we're just waiting for the air conditioning to kick in. I'm sweating a lot. Matt's in his dad shorts.
Yeah.
Show people your dad shorts, Matt.
Oh,
just
really?
Yeah. Just stand up. Matt,
Oh, there we go.
who's supposed to
Oh,
be...
that was a weird like thrust.
Yeah,
Sorry,
stop
guys.
thrusting into the camera.
No, I mean,
If that's how you thrust, Matt, I feel bad for Gemma. That's a very anemic thrust. You know, a very slow, very weak-
lackluster.
Yeah. Like
That was a jet
half-assing.
lagged. That was a jet lagged thrust.
So I showed you the text message exchange, right, man? And it's just very I don't know, it's weird. It's very HR speak on her part.
No, but I think seeing you write it down about being that made it so real.
I said, sorry for the radio silence. I just felt a bit meh after you chose paying your mortgage down over hanging out with me in New York. I really did text that.
Yeah.
I think it's important to be honest with people.
And she didn't deny it either.
She was like, oh, okay. We don't have to chat if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Where is that? Yeah.
Yeah, her mortgage, paying it down is like her whole identity.
No, he's a good person. I think she just doesn't want to hang with me. But then in her mind, she thinks it's less hurtful. I think she thinks it's less hurtful if she says, oh yeah, I just like to save money. So you want to pay down my mortgage. You know how the interest rate is going up because of the Ukraine and Russia war. So, you know, I want to pay down my mortgage so my mortgage payments don't go up too high. But that actually hurts more, you know, because a mortgage. Sorry, guys. We just had to get it off my chest.
Yeah.
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 But it was fun. It's going to be, I think it's going to be a bit in my routine soon. You know, getting rejected due to a mortgage payment. I need to use that on other women.
It's the classic comedian, you know, cathartic thing to do.
Yeah.
I think you should.
It's painful. I'm still reeling from it, but you know, it's gonna be a bit one day. Just you wait, you know. And Miami has been cool.
Ah, so good.
Yes,
so
I
good.
stayed at the Fontainebleau, and don't worry, we'll be gone. I'll be gone, so people won't know. You know, people can't find me there anymore. Yeah, Matt came. What, 3 days ago? 2 days ago?
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice.
Again.
3 nights in Miami.
Me flying him out. You know, mortgage payments be damned. Let's fly Matt out to Miami. You know, and it's been good. Fontainebleau turns out is a legendary hotel, right? Frank Sinatra played there, and then
Didn't you say Elvis?
Elvis has left the building. That's the building that he left.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's cool. So
It's
it's
a cool
crazy
hotel.
to get to play there. It is just a glorified conference room for that show. It's not like a theater, but it's like, okay, it's still nice. It's
Yeah.
still nice.
I mean, it's the same stage that Frank Sinatra was on, you know. That's
Yeah, true.
Not many people can say that.
Yeah, but you know, most stages in the US, Frank Sinatra has performed on before, right?
I was
Doesn't mean it's good.
trying to pick you up. I was trying to be
Okay,
like a
thank
special little, yeah.
Thank you. Yes, Frank Sinatra has been on there. We could have been swimming in the same pool Frank Sinatra swam in. We could be using the same toilet he shat in, you know? We eating from the same plate. Frank Sinatra's like plate.
I wonder if he struggled with the safe in the cabana as well.
Yes, we got a cabana.
You got it thrown in.
Yes, we got it thrown in because I'm performing there, so they give me a bit of VIP treatment. A cabana is like this little, you get, by the pool, you can book out a little, like, what do you call it? A little sheltered area. You know, a little shed. And then it's nice. You get
A very expensive shed.
I know. That's where usually it's guys who get it, and then you get the gold digger girls coming up. Oh, by the way, that hotel, so many gold digger type women. At night, they just crawl out the shells and congregate at that hotel. And it turns out it's a real thing. You know, our engineer, Clyde, told us that. It's a real gold digger hotel. And you can tell they dress a certain way, you know, and they look good. They look really good. And what annoys me the most is none of them approach me at all. I'm like, hey, I'm wearing a Rolex. Hey, pay me some attention, gold digger. My face is on the fucking poster in the lobby of the hotel because I just did a show. What about me?
You just said like dropping your like Amex card or something, your platinum Amex. Oh no.
Well, I don't have the metal card.
Oh.
So I need to get on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't drop a piece of plastic card. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, I'd be like, get this homeless guy out of here.
And nobody talked to me. I just did a show. And I was like, why? What's wrong? Go dig me, you know? What's wrong with me?
You
I'm
are
staying at
ripe
this
for gold
hotel.
digging. That's true. You are ripe for it.
Yeah. I have some gold, but the level of wealth they're flexing is different though. They show up with their yachts and Lamborghinis, but a lot of times it's rented. They don't actually have money. They're just renting it, right? Yeah, Clyde, our engineer, is laughing again and nodding.
Yeah.
It's a thing here apparently, right? People just rent shit they can't afford.
That's so tragic. I think that's really sad.
Why?
Well, it's such an insecure. Why do you need to do that?
It's fun, you know?
Is it?
Yeah. Driving a Lamborghini is fun. I
Yeah,
never did
that's
it
true.
before. But what else do you do? You can't afford to buy it. You have to rent it. Renting is a way for poor people to experience what rich people experience for like an hour or two. It's a great equalizer, right? Don't buy a car. Because then the gold diggers will be like, sorry, Nigel, I can't come to New York. I need to pay down my car. I need to make my car payments. Just bought a new Maserati. Sorry, Nigel. I need to make overpayments to my car. But yes, didn't get gold dug at all. But we did get to chill by the pool on Sunday. That was nice.
It was fun.
And then met another one of my REJECTION dates. You know, I have to get over this woman somehow, right, listeners?
Yeah.
You know, and then no, she's just a friend. She's just a friend. So met her on REJECTION, but we're friends now, right?
Yep. Yeah.
And Matt had to experience the tragic events of me attempting to flirt with this woman. Do you want to tell us your experience?
Oh,
Matt?
I just like normally it's fine. I've done my time on this tour, meeting Nigel's REJECTION dates and things, which
you
is
met
fine.
2 of them. Okay.
Which is fine. Like I don't mind it at all. 'Cause they're really. I said to Nigel the other day, they're really interesting people, and they've all got good stories to tell. So it's like, oh yeah, this is interesting. It was a bit much in the pool when you calling her your sugar like mummy.
Yeah, she's a successful woman, and I make fun of her for that, you know.
Yeah, and then you kept being like, oh, you can do whatever you want to me, mummy. And I'm just like, I don't want to be hearing this.
It's funny. It's funny. Making you uncomfortable is funny. And I made her uncomfortable too, probably.
Yeah.
But
at one point,
in
you're
a
like,
fun
yeah.
way. In a fun way.
At one point, it's just like, yeah, Matt, just go and swim over there for a bit. I'm like, great.
Yeah, Matt, fuck off for a little bit. Daddy's got to go to work. Daddy's got to do some shit, Matt, in this corner of the pool.
I did love it. You were making us both so uncomfortable. It was so funny.
That's my tactic with women. Why isn't it working? Why isn't it working out? You know? I thought making people uncomfortable was the key to the heart. You want to come spend time with me? Oh, God. Yeah, so I got given that cabana because I was a performing guest at the hotel, right? And then they just gave us just the cabana, you know? At least bring a few bottles of champagne out. You know, there's nothing sadder. There's nothing sadder than going to a club and then you see some guys getting a table and there's no drinks on the table. All right? That is the saddest thing. There's 4 guys sitting there, empty table.
Jug of tap water.
Yeah. They give you shitty plastic cups. Yeah, you are poor. Just take the plastic cups. You don't deserve glass. You know, give us like a few bottles, you know? We had to order our own bottle of champagne.
But you loved having a pool boy. I mean, he wasn't
Yes.
even called a pool boy. I mean, like, you christened him that name. So
He called himself a pool boy.
No, he didn't.
Every cabana comes with a pool boy, a little servant. A little nice slave for you who just does everything, you know? That's what I like about, Miami, man.
I'm glad they were there because that would have been me otherwise. I would have been the pool boy.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. I gotta squeeze everything I can out of Matt. You know? This podcast, our previous episode got demonetized again.
Yeah.
So all this shit is coming out of pocket. It's a work of love, you know? You know how professionals do it, Matt? Professional YouTubers and professional podcasters? Because I just filmed something with Guga, right? And then I went there. You know, when I film a video, I book a place out, a kitchen out, and I film for like 3 hours, 4 hours, done. Then I film one video, you know?
Yeah.
I went to Guga, we filmed 10:30 to 5:30, and we filmed 5 videos in one day. That's how professionals do it. Okay, so even my YouTube career,
Yeah.
I don't think I'm a professional about it, but it works for me because I enjoy I'll take my time, I'll make it nice, write the jokes.
Yeah.
Because Guga, he's like a pro with steaks. Go subscribe to his channel, by the way. He makes like crazy experiments using steaks. And he's a pro, so he doesn't really need to write. He knows what he's thinking, right?
Yeah,
but for comedy, if you want it good, you need to edit it tight, write it tight, So I'm not really a professional. I'm not really a machine like churning out this content when it comes to that. And the podcast it's even worse. It's like, yeah, man, let's check our schedule. If we have time, we'll film something. I'll fly you out. And then we rented this studio for 2 hours to record one episode.
No call sheet.
Yeah, no call sheet. No bulk filming, right?
Yeah.
On the car here, we're like, yeah, should we just do one episode? Yeah, we should just do one episode. This feels more like a hobby than anything. You're being bankrolled by the main channel income.
It's true, actually. Yeah. I keep an eye on the main channel. I'm like, yeah, good, okay. It's doing really well. I'm fine. That's my job security.
Yeah. And my tour income. So Hawaii, welcome to Hawaii.
I think you were a bit shocked, weren't you, when you went and did that content all day to like the content sweatshop sort of thing?
That's not called Guga's Operation a Sweatshop. Okay? I still kind of want to work with him, Matt. Yeah, Matt is getting ill, He's been doing some shit in Miami. I don't know what he's doing, Gemma.
Oh, come on. It was economy. I've picked up on the plane.
Getting a disease from economy. Oh, I didn't know you could get chlamydia from sitting on United Airlines economy cabin. Chlamydia from economy? Wow. Gemma, you gonna buy this lie? I just sat on a plane for 8 hours and now my pee stings. It stings it hurts when I pee, Gemma, but it's because I'm jet lagged. Okay? Yeah. It's jet lag.
That's the worst thing as well. Like, I feel so guilty that the whole point of me being here is doing this. Yeah. And my voice is going, I'm coughing.
You were healthy for Sunday by the cabana. Yeah. For yesterday, for dinner.
For the meal at the Mandarin Oriental. Yeah. I was top form. I was 150%. I was like, I've never felt this good.
Yeah. And then when it comes to working, it's, the hard drive didn't work. And
I said to Nigel in the car, I feel a bit anxious.
What are you anxious about? What exactly are you doing here?
This is the whole point why I'm here. And I'm just saying, I'm not sure I can perform to my best ability. But I'm powering through, guys. Don't worry. I've beat the anxiety. Yes. I feel good again. I've got the Le Croix. How's how you pronounce
LaCroix.
it?
Nobody
says LaCroix.
Yeah.
No one says Croix.
No.
That's like French, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's American. It's Midwestern. it's from Ohio or something, right? And we did talk about how you have a very approachable face, Matt. And I've seen it in action. By the pool. Man just gets approached by...
It literally does happen.
Random men. I think he has just a very non-threatening look.
Yeah.
And the British accent. Americans love it, apparently. And the no sunglasses, because sunglasses can make you a bit unapproachable.
That's a good point.
So when you don't have sunglasses in Miami, you're like squinting, you're struggling, you're suffering. So it makes you look a bit weak and like approachable. It makes you look like prey. And then men would just approach you by the pool and ask you where the bathroom is. And then
that was the opening line. I was like, where's this going?
How did he segue? Where's the bathroom?
Well,
and then what?
Said that. And then it was like, oh, hi, then what his name was. Like, shook my hand. Like, what are we doing? Like, I literally walked around to speak to you. And then like, right, I'm going back to get my book. And it's like, they were in the pool. I was like awkwardly stood on the side, leaning down, shaking hands with these people. And then I think, look, I don't want to sound like arrogant or anything. I'm pretty sure he was coming on to me, which is fine. I was flattered. And then he took his sunglasses off. He had the most like amazing blue eyes, and I was like, I know what you're doing.
Gemma, don't be jealous, Gemma. Gemma is Matt's wife. I think our listeners all know that by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just sent Matt away because I was trying to flirt with this REJECTION woman. And then he just gets approached.
And it's funny because I actually said to both of them how, this always happens to me. I always get chatting to random people.
Yeah.
I mean, it happened like literally 10 minutes later. They looked over and they're like, who's Matt talking to?
Yeah, we just like, Would you have considered going on with the guy, getting something on with the guy?
They were a fun group. And I think they were like, partying a bit and, Because when I said I'm going to go and get lunch, it's like, oh yeah, we'll see you there. I'm like, no, you won't. No.
They're friendly people. Talk to them.
It's got to be the right environment. When I'm sat up at the bar by myself, I love it. You know, because past the time, it's great.
Okay.
But I was with you, and I don't want to be... Nigel, meet whoever it was.
Nobody approaches me at the bar. Just a vibe I give off. What vibe do I give off? Nobody
Serial
approaches
killer.
me. Serial killer.
I'm
No.
joking.
I think I give off unapproachable vibes, you know?
No.
I think it's an Asian thing too, because in the Western world, you imagine you go to a bar, you see an Asian person there, alone, an Asian guy sitting there.
Yeah.
You don't want to go talk to him because what if he doesn't speak English? Now you're stuck in this thing, right? Well, you're stuck in this, like, it's fair, right? They could be from like Japan or from China, wherever, and then they can't really speak English, but then you struck up this conversation with them, and now if you just dip, then you look rude.
Yeah, you can't abort.
Yeah, you can't abort. You have to at least spend 5 minutes with
Yeah.
them. Now they're like, da, 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 you know, whatever they sound like.
Oh my God.
This is not the Uncle Roger videos. I don't want to do the Asian accent on here because I do it too much. Did it all day yesterday filming with Guga. Okay, so I think that's the, that's the rationale. If you see someone not of the default race of a country, in Asia I get approached. I sit at the bar, people talk to me. That's fine.
Nice.
Yeah. But over here, I get it. It's not racism. Okay, it's just they don't want to risk getting stuck talking to someone whose English is a second language, and then now it's awkward for them. It's awkward for the Asian guy too, because now they're like, why is this? Why do I'm on holiday. I don't want to speak my second language. Fuck off, you know.
And then you start doing the hand gestures, and it all gets uncomfortable, doesn't it?
Exactly. So when you're in the Western world, you talk to a white guy, or woman,
I'm
But
hot
then
property
if
in the
it's a
Western
guy,
world.
You talk to a woman, then there's that hitting on her energy, So you want to talk to a white guy, and then there's no other more generic white guy than Matt. You talk to Matt, he's not gonna say anything crazy.
You make me sound so bland.
Bland is good. Bland goes with everything. You're like a white T-shirt. It goes with everything. You don't want to be you don't want to be a floral print shirt. That's very hard to pull off. So you see Matt at the bar. He looks non-threatening. He looks like he could use some company, and he looks normal and down to. I would talk to Matt at the bar. Like, hey, how's it going, man? How's it going? Just looks non-threatening.
The worst one, again, like I do need to put this in the invoice when I'm like spreading the word of the pod on the plane. Happened again on the way here.
Yes, one extra listener. Welcome.
But
welcome, listener who flew. What airline did you fly here?
American Airlines. It was amazing.
Really?
It was so
Better
good.
than Air Transat.
Oh my God.
Update, listeners. Air Transat is giving Matt a refund.
Yeah. Full refund as well for both flights. Even though it was
wow.
only one flight that was affected. How good's that?
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
Matt owes me a dinner now.
Yeah, I said McDonald's, Wendy's.
Matt was like, should I do one episode for free? I'm like, it's okay, Matt. You enjoy the money. Okay. I'm a good boss.
That was very kind, actually. It's
Thank
very
you.
nice.
Just buy me a nice meal or a nice drink or something. I think, Matt, you give off married person energy.
Yes.
And people love talking, I give off big dick energy. You give off married guy energy. It's very different energies, It's very approachable, right? I like to think I give that. I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to ask. I mean, clearly not big enough because you could choose a mortgage payment over me. So, medium dick energy. How about that? Average size dick.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Energy.
I'll give you that.
Comfortable
medium.
to ride on dick energy. Don't really need to deep throat. I can comfortably fit it all in my mouth. Dick energy. Non-gag reflex activating dick energy.
The imagery is just lovely. It's just what a feast for the ears that sentence was.
It's a comedy podcast, guys. I have to riff. I send something funny. I need to extend the premise.
How far can it go?
Welcome to my world. But Matt just sits there and laughs and gets paid. It's a good time. He comes to Miami. He just sits there, brings a hard drive. I'm paying for the studio. He's just sitting there frolicking in the pool, talking to other men. Married guy energy,
It's true.
You give that up. It's not a bad thing.
No, I like it. I like feeling non-threatening. It is nice.
It's good. It's good. That's how you trap them. That's what Jeffrey Dahmer does to people, you know? He's a... I've been listening to the Taylor Swift album a lot, and it's good. It's a good vibe. It's a good vibe.
What a segue. I was not expecting that.
I don't know why.
Where are we even going with Taylor Swift?
It's a good vibe when you're turned down by someone. That's what I'm trying to say. That's how I'm trying to segue it in. Yes,
Nathan.
keep coughing. Yes. You're only sick when you work or you have to work. It's COVID. It's COVID.
No, it's not. It's not.
I don't care. I've gotten COVID at least 4 times now.
Clyde, it's not COVID, don't worry.
Yeah, Clyde doesn't care. This is Florida. Everybody's anti-vax here. You know? Yeah, I like anti-vaxxers. They're more fun to be around. They don't give a shit. They're risk takers. You know what? The mortgage payment thing, she's not really a risk taker, so it wasn't going to work out anyway, which I understand because ultimately we live in different countries. So maybe that factor into a decision. It's like, why invest so much time? Because you live in London, you're going to move to LA, I live here. It's not going to work anyway, so why invest so much time? Maybe that was part of a calculus in her head, you know?
Yep.
And that's fine. So not really a risk taker. But anti-vaxxers are good risk takers, you know? Anti-vax people would fly to New York. Easy. You would be homeless. Fine, I can't afford my rent, but fuck it. I like this person. Let's go.
Yeah, they'd be missing the payments on their mortgage, wouldn't they? Credit score in the mud.
They wouldn't even know it's possible to make overpayments. Yeah. You know? Most people don't do that.
No.
Yeah. You just pay whatever the bank forces you to pay to not be homeless. And that's fine. Another month, another $1, you know?
Because even for something like with my mortgage, you get penalised if you do an overpayment and you don't tell them. Do you know what I mean? So I guess she's really thought it through. Fair play. Yeah, fair play. I'm not judging.
Most mortgages, you can pay up to like 10% overpayment per year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 30-something topics again. And she's not even 30. She's 28. Come on. You're too young to be making overpayments on your mortgage. Please. Live a little. I am in my 30s. I don't even talk about it in conversation. Let alone use it as a reason to stop seeing someone. So...
But you're better now. You were a bit down, but you're centered.
Down.
You're centered.
Centered. I'm trying to use this podcast to process and find the funny in this shit.
Yeah.
You know? And I think I learned during this tour, right? I have an old college roommate. But Mitchell, you met Mitchell, right?
Yeah.
I got dinner with Mitchell and his girlfriend. The girlfriend also went to Northwestern, so I knew her too. So all of us were having dinner. So, a little bit. I bring this story up because this is good gossip. Okay.
Ooh,
and you ever hear
juicy?
You ever hear gossip about yourself? You don't know how to feel. You're like, oh, that's juicy. Oh, but it's me. Ah, fuck. You know. Like if this story happened to anyone else, I would be gleefully texting all my friends, like forwarding that WhatsApp message. Did you hear? Did you hear what happened to this guy? You know. So this is, if you hear gossip about yourself, it's a very conflicting emotion because part of me is like, ooh, and a part of me is like, oh, that sucks. Oh, that feels shit. And I was tipsy on wine too, so that makes people more emotional. So what happened was, Mitchell and his girlfriend in 2018, they came to London to see me, right? And in 2018, I was still with my ex-wife at the time, right? So, because we had dinner all together when we were there, and then some nights I had comedy to do, right? So I just left to do my comedy. So Mitchell, girlfriend, and my ex-wife just had dinner, just them, the three of them. Mitchell's girlfriend told me, oh, you know, when we were there in London in 2018, your ex-wife told us, yeah, I'm gonna leave Nigel soon. I'm just looking for a new guy first. Yeah.
That's so calculated.
And then it's like, oh, I didn't need to hear that. I guess they were a bit tipsy too, Mitchell and his girlfriend, so they think they just let slip. But also, why did my ex-wife tell them?
Well,
it's
I mean,
like, tell your
obvious.
fucking friends.
Yeah.
Mitchell and the girlfriend, they're my friends. Okay, now you're making my friends feel awkward. Now they're like, oh, should we tell Nigel?
Yeah,
should we help him?
It's true.
Because if they told me then it's going to be awkward, you know, because then the ex-wife will know they told me. It's all a mess. But
it's a weird flex that for her to tell your friends.
Yeah,
tell
your friends. Or tell me. Or tell your fucking therapist.
That would be best.
Yeah. Tell me. What tell the person this affects, please. I have terrible luck when it comes to these things. You know?
Oh.
Even Matt can find a wife. Can you believe this? This guy. White t-shirt, bland.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good, you know? Bland is good. I got too much shit going. You know, too much shit.
You're like
hair
that.
transplant.
You're like the Neapolitan ice cream. You just can't make your mind up what you are.
Neapolitan, yeah. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes that. People like vanilla.
Yeah,
Okay?
that's me.
Yeah.
I love vanilla.
You
This
see?
is my favorite ice cream.
Nobody hates vanilla. Everybody could see themselves eating vanilla ice cream. You know what I mean? I need to be that. I have to remove everything that makes everything interesting about myself. Okay? No more interior design talk. I'm gonna remove everything I like. And just what do you do? I need to learn from you, man. I need to be more like you. What do you like to do in your
Get
free
yourself a football team.
time? Football. Okay, and what should I support? Manchester United. Yeah, go to games together. But hearing gossip about yourself is
Awful.
no, it's fun. It's like ooh, it's good. Who cares? You live your life. I've moved on. I've forgiven. You know.
Yeah.
It's all good. I wasn't that fond of a hang anyway, so you should be finding another man, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, I would find another woman too if I were, dating someone who was acting like me. So I get it. I don't tell my friends, man.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So in a different city, I don't want to give away the place again. Met up with this woman. It was fun. We got along. She came back to mine. We did stuff. And then when she was freshening up after, I was tired, right? So I just dozed off. And men always fall asleep after sex because it's like, yeah, my job is done. You know, you figure your shit out. The tissue is there, you know. Sorry, we're just biologically wired to fall asleep after.
Yeah.
You know, sorry, blame my cells, blame my DNA, you know. But so I was just in the bathroom. I was dozing off a little bit, and then she came over, and then I didn't know what she did, but then eventually she woke me up, and I called her Uber back. Okay, I thought all was fine,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The next night I saw her again, and then she said, "Oh, yesterday when it was so awkward because you fell asleep, and now I was trying to unlock your phone so I could get myself an Uber back." I was like, "What? What? Why did you do that?" There's so many things wrong with that sentence. One, do you not have the Uber app? Get yourself an Uber. If you really need to go, get yourself an Uber. And she was like, I don't have the Uber app. Like, what level of gold digging is this? Okay, she did have the Lyft app, to be fair.
Yeah, but the principle of just ordering yourself a car, right? It's not impossible.
I said, why don't you have an Uber app? Why? Who doesn't have the Uber app? Right? That's like your phone not having the mail app. Like, oh, I can't check my email. I deleted it. I don't have the mail app on my phone. I don't have the clock app. I can't set an alarm clock on my phone. Sorry. The Uber app is just download it. And she was like, first of all, the first weird thing was that she didn't have Uber app. Right? I asked her, why don't you have Uber on your phone? You know, she was like, yeah, they did something years ago, so I deleted it.
Fine. Okay, fine.
Every company does shady shit. You're gonna delete Facebook and Instagram? Oh, I don't have Instagram. They did some shit. What app can you have if you have that level of ethics? What app can you have? What?
Is that why she doesn't have it?
Yeah,
like a morality
That's
thing?
what she said.
Oh, I thought you meant like a personal experience in an Uber. And I'll be like, oh, totally fair enough.
No.
Ethics? What?
Yeah. It's like they did some shit years ago. Okay. So what app do you have then? An egg timer app? Yeah, they're pretty neutral. They haven't done any shit. They haven't exploited any workers. What app do you
Candy
have?
Crush.
Candy Crush.
It's safe. Wholesome.
Okay, so that was that. But then the weird thing was, why are you trying to unlock my phone?
Oh, I love it. The
Okay.
imagery of like her holding the phone up to your face or
Yeah.
something while you're sleeping.
Good thing my eyes were closed. Why did you just pull my eyelids up to try to get my eyes open to unlock the phone?
Could you
It's
imagine if you
crazy.
woke up while that was happening? Could you imagine? Just
Yeah.
like-
That's like what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Who does that? And then she was getting angry during the date. She was like, I can leave if you want. I'm like, dude, you're being the weird one here. What do you mean you can leave if you want? It's who does that? It's a little bit creepy, isn't
I
it?
think it's very. Also, it's like a security thing for you. You got everyone has their life on their
All
phone,
my
right?
dick pics are there. What's she gonna do? Let's airdrop my dick pics to her phone. You can just ask nicely. We transfer it to you. I can airdrop, Dropbox, whatever file transfer mechanism you want to use. You know, if just ask nice. If you ever want a dick pic, ladies or men, you know,
you'll just share the Google Drive with them.
I have a private folder on my phone. Yeah, I airdrop everything to you. But yeah, it's scary, man. See what I have to deal with in this day and age. As someone who's somewhat known in Miami. The food is pretty good, you know, because I know a chef, Esther Choi, who I worked with before. She put me in touch with this chef who owns a restaurant in the Mandarin Oriental in Miami. The restaurant's called Lamar. I highly recommend it. Peruvian Japanese fusion, a lot of ceviche, and I think ceviche is what sashimi should have been. Okay, sashimi. I'm gonna say it. Controversial statement. Sashimi is boring. Okay, nigiri, love it. Sashimi, boring. Okay, I don't care how fresh your tuna is. If it's just that, that is boring. Okay, controversial statement of the week. I think I'm gonna get cancelled for this more than I get cancelled for like the mixed race babies comment. You know,
how in context that's so bad.
There is context, listeners. Maybe that's why I keep getting demonetized.
When you say that stuff in London, in the security of like the studio, if it feels fine, whatever, I could deal with it. With like an engineer here,
it's fine. We signed an NDA. You can't share this. You know. Clients look at us like, what did we get in? What did I get myself into? Peruvian Japanese fusion. Ceviche is what sashimi should be. Because ceviche is just sashimi but elevated. Okay, there's sauces. Sauces make everything better. Okay? Think of a dish that doesn't have a sauce. It's boring.
But then you have that with sashimi anyway, though. You got like soy sauce and like wasabi.
No. I say sauces, not shit. It's not this sauce you have to make.
Yeah. Okay.
Not shit that comes from a bottle. Okay? And sure, you can dip it in soy sauce, but like, it's never fun. You know, if it's just raw fish, you dip in your own soy sauce. Sashimi, don't like it. Nigiri, great, because that's rice. And then if it's omakase, then the chef will brush things on for you. Oh, that's another thing with the woman who I'm trying to unlock my phone, right? We went to get omakase for dinner.
Yeah.
And I said this omakase is very middle of the road, very mediocre, because usually when you get omakase, the chef will brush everything. It's perfect. You take it, you eat it. No dipping in soy sauce, no fucking around with it. And just stare at me like, wow, you really like complaining, do you? You know what I do, woman? I complain for a living. Okay? I make videos complaining about people making food. Plus, I know what I'm talking about.
This sounds like such a fun date.
Yeah. And she didn't even do the reach at the end. You know the reach, listeners? When you... Sure, I offer to pay. I'm happy to pay. But the woman needs to at least like pretend to reach for the purse. Right? That is etiquette, okay? Yeah. Let me just tell you some tips here. If you have some young listeners here, if you're a guy, offer to pay. If you're a woman, pretend to reach for the purse and say
fiddling around.
The 3 magic words. Are you sure? Okay, say it twice for effect. Are you sure? Are you sure? You know,
get the card out and be like, no, please. When you know, of course, you're never going to pay for this.
Yeah,
but then please
have like a fake credit card that doesn't really work. Okay, so you can get it out and look as if you know.
Yeah, you're just like nice covering your ID, but you're like,
just use your ID, your library card. Are you sure? Are you sure? Your Fitness First membership. Are you sure? Are you sure? Planet Fitness card on the table. At least do the reach. Isn't it awkward for women too if you're at a date and a guy offers to pay and then you just sit there?
Oh, yeah.
Just sitting there staring at the guy? Like, do something. Reach for the purse. My God. That's etiquette, right?
Yeah.
In a dating world. Does Gemma offer to reach for the, you know?
No, she pays for a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Even better. If you want to go half that's good too.
Yeah.
Because if you go half-seas, it's good. It means like you're establishing you're not a gold digger.
It's true.
And you're also playing the long game. If you are a gold digger, you should go half-seas on the first date. To trick people into thinking you're not a gold digger. And then 5 years later, gotcha. Now I have half your shit.
It's a good investment.
Yeah, it's a good investment. Exactly.
Spend money to make money.
Yeah, shit. So she didn't even reach for that. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, wow, this attitude, she's just telling me off for complaining about stuff that I'm correct about. Right? It's one thing to have someone talking shit. It's another thing to be like, I work in this field, woman. So stop trying to tell me to not do what I do.
I can't believe she said that.
Yeah. And then plus the unlocking on the phone. It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay? You live in a second tier Midwestern city. Like, why do you have this attitude? You know how you put a passcode on your phone, right, Matt? So people can't unlock it when you're asleep. They can just wave the phone in front of your face and try to call themselves an Uber.
Yeah.
So if you put a passcode on your phone, you should put a passcode on your internet activity. And that's where ExpressVPN, our current sponsor, that's where they come in. Okay? Every device you use is a unique IP address. People can track you down and see what you're Googling, what you're searching, what websites you visit. But ExpressVPN hides all that. And it's nice, it's important for your privacy. You don't want people snooping around, you know?
Yes, true.
So how it works is ExpressVPN, I think it just tunnels traffic to a different location so they can't really tell where it's from. And because you can choose what country you want the traffic to appear like it's coming from, it even lets you unlock so much new content on Netflix, on all the streaming services like Hulu and BBC, iPlayer, everything. I think I checked this before about One Piece. The anime One Piece on all other countries, there's like 13 seasons. But if you switch it using ExpressVPN, switch it to Japan, and go on Netflix, you have 34 seasons.
Wow, oh, that's huge.
Matt uses ExpressVPN when he's traveling.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
You watch the football.
Of course.
You know?
Gotta keep up.
Yes.
Even when I'm in Miami, you know.
Or you just go to a bar and have people chat you up as you watch the football. You know? Don't watch football. I mean, it lets you watch the football, but don't watch football by yourself on your laptop in your hotel room. It's a bit depressing. Right? Just in a room by yourself, on the bed, laptop on stomach, right? The classic. We covered this before, but that's how Matt works. That's how Matt edits. Laptop on stomach. Get a desk, okay? But that's besides the point. ExpressVPN lets you watch all the shows you miss from your home country. So if you ever miss home, just set ExpressVPN to the UK and you can watch all your favorite teams, all your favorite sports. So secure your family and friends' online activity and unlock tons of new shows by visiting expressvpn.com/HAIYAA. Use my link and you can get 3 extra months free. That's expressvpn.com/HAIYAA. expressvpn.com/HAIYAA to learn more. I'm a good person, you know. I did something recently that made me realize I'm a good person. I didn't even notice this. So on YouTube, there's a feature now where you can, because on YouTube I get paid from the ads, right?
Yeah.
And you can turn on a tick box that says allow gambling ads on my channel.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a recent thing.
Okay.
I kept that box unticked. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do that. And I've been approached by like casino brands, like gambling brands to do ad reads. And they pay well. They pay like 3 times the average ad sponsorship, you know? And I turned them down. I was like, yeah, gambling, I don't feel that great about it, you know?
Yeah.
I don't have a gambling problem, but I know some people do, you know? Matt has one. I just learned that when we were having dinner at Lamar, just bummed everybody out with his gambling problem, his traumatic past talk. You know, I'm just not living life. I'm just checking the horses. You know, so I didn't know I was a good person.
Yeah.
Just turning down money for, you know, which you know.
Yeah. Thanks for outing me, by the way. Thanks.
Tell us about your addiction, Matt. Tell us about
what is there to say?
It's a foreign concept to me, you know? I never have a problem with anything.
No, I respect that you take that stance in it because it's everywhere. You know, I love football, and there was a time I really wasn't enjoying it because I was thinking about, you know, gambling and the different bets you can do, and it's on all the like the hoardings around the stadium. Some teams, you know, like the advertising boards. Some teams are sponsored by gambling companies.
But isn't gambling only a problem if you lose? If you're winning, it's not gambling, is it? It's hustle.
It is.
It's a side hustle. If you're winning.
You will never win. If you're a gambling addict, you will never win.
That is true.
Because eventually the odds will not be in your favor if you're doing it that often.
How did you get into it?
In this country, in the UK, it's a big part of the culture. Like as soon as you turn 18, down the betting shop. Yeah, or like now it's not even the betting shop, is it? It's all on your phone. It's so easy to do, get into. And it's the it's the adrenaline, what people love.
Why does government allow that, you know? If a YouTuber like me can turn down a lot of money for gambling ads, shouldn't the government be more conscious about putting these ads on the tube You know, oh no, I'm getting preachy now. Fuck this shit. No, that's not what the pod is about. I say horrible things. Cut that. I'm not supposed to be nice on this. This podcast should turn people away from me. I'm actively trying to get people to not like me on this pod. But that's because a lot of the stuff I say on the pod eventually appears on stage, you know?
Yeah.
So this pod is like the raw version of that, the harsh, the not really funny, but the idea is there, you know? But then over time, I gradually polish it for the stage. So this is a good testing ground for it. So listeners, I appreciate you being here. And people, a lot of people
you get the turds, and then the people who show up at the shows get the polish.
They get the turds, but they see the process. They see how the turd gets polished. They'll come to the show and see me do the exact same premise. I talk about the Jakarta brothel at the show. I talk about dating a 20-year-old. Yeah. Dating 20-year-olds at the show.
And they're like, oh, this is much better than the podcast.
Yeah. Oh, he found a way to make it work. He found a way to still be likable after saying all this crazy shit.
Yeah.
Okay? So, yeah, I don't want to say anything nice. UK government, keep putting the gambling ads on, you know. If you don't do it, somebody else will.
No, we're going to go on the HAIYAA podcast march against gambling companies. We'll do it in Trafalgar Square. You'll be there at the front.
No, you do that shit yourself. How did it become a problem? Tell us.
It's very boring.
Really?
I mean, it's grim.
Shitting on people's addiction is a very underutilized form of comedy.
Oh my God.
Because it's so taboo, you know. Alcoholics, you can make fun of them. I will make fun of them on behalf of all the people. Okay, so tell us.
Okay.
When did you realize it was a problem?
I think when I was gambling at work.
You're on the phone.
Yeah.
And then what? You just everybody has addictions, right? I'm on TikTok too much, right? Why is that different?
Yeah, but that doesn't cost you any money. It doesn't cost you. It doesn't conflict with your morals and things. You know, I'm keeping it secret, like even from family and friends.
How much money did you lose?
I'm not comfortable saying it.
Oh, okay.
Publicly. For me, it was a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. To me, it was a lot of money, and it was awful.
Is that why you kept it a secret?
Yeah, because deep down I knew it's wrong. Yeah, okay, it's my money, but my money contributes towards things that me and my wife do, and
okay, and okay, you lost money. Did your wife know? Did Gemma know?
She knew I was gambling, but didn't know it was a problem. Yeah, because like people do it. A lot of people have control and they have fun.
Okay, and if you instead of losing money, you won money. Would that shame still be there? Or would you tell your parents?
Yeah, no, that's the thing, isn't it? People never tell people about the losses. They always tell people about the wins. You're always up when you're telling people. Or you're always breaking even. It's, it's middling. When really, deep down and you can't really get away from that. So, yeah, it was a sad moment in my life. But I haven't been gambling for 4 years. I stopped completely. This is like Oprah now.
It's great. People like to hear this,
Yeah.
Otherwise, this whole podcast is just woman talk. You need to talk about your trauma. I'm aspirational. He's like inspirational. If Matt can do it, I can do it too. If this generic, bland British man can kick this habit, I can do it too. When is it a problem? I think a little bit of gambling is fine. Like people do crypto and NFTs. Gambling too.
Sure.
When do you feel it crosses the line to becoming a problem?
When you're making choices that are dictated by the urge to gamble.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like what? Tell us an experience.
Oh, I mean, the worst one probably, like, I think I came in from a night out, 3 a.m. This is when I was like 21, so I was young. And I put some money on like, I think might have been like indoor football, or like 7-a-side. And it was in like...
Just high school people? Just
not high school.
Random people
Not far off. Not far off.
You can bet on all... We can bet on anything.
Pretty much. This indoor football was in like Spain or something. And it was just there online.
Do you even care about those teams? No. Oh, shit.
That's exactly.
Yeah, you got a problem then.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, thanks. I know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it took a lot of work to stop.
What's the work? Therapy?
No. It was me. I went cold turkey and just said, I'm not doing this anymore.
Oh, wow.
And I reasoned it in my head because I was like, just accept the loss with the money. And in the long run, I'll make it back, by not doing it. So, yeah, it was...
I don't think Matt's made it back yet, basically. Slowly. Do a few more of these podcasts.
Yeah.
You'll slowly make it back.
It's very, if anyone, oh God, this is very like Oprah. But if anyone out there who's watching this is like relating to some of the things I'm saying, like just accept it's gone. Accept the money's gone.
Yes, we'll put Matt's phone number in this episode description. If you're struggling with a problem like that, give Matt a call. Okay.
Email the generic HAIYAApod@gmail.com. Don't pop up on WhatsApp, please.
Tell us your darkest moments. Tell us your rock bottom, listeners, and I'll try to roast you. Okay? Except the money's gone, guys.
Yeah, that's the first step to recovery. Accept it's gone. You've done it. It's gone. Move on with your life.
That's what I told myself. My wife left. Just accept she's gone. Maybe that is my gambling addiction, you know? Except it's gone. Don't try to... But because you think you lose money, then you go in more to try to win it back.
That's exactly what people do. Yeah. Yep, that's how it works.
Crazy.
That's gambling addiction.
The whole system's set up to make you do that. Though. You can't blame yourself too much, right?
That's why in casinos there's no clocks anywhere. So no one, you lose, you're not a human being anymore. You're a mindless like vessel for spending money.
I wish you had that work ethic. I wish you had that drive when you're editing the podcast.
Yeah.
You know, I wish you would turn less human when you're working for me and be more machine. Yeah. I'm gonna take away all the clocks in my studio and lock you in there. If you could bring your enthusiasm for gambling to this podcast, you could achieve a lot. Yeah. Do you bring enthusiasm for your other podcast, your culture and arts podcast?
Yeah, of course.
Really?
Yeah.
The enthusiasm you have for gambling, you bring it there. They sound like cool people, your culture and arts podcast. So are they single? Do you think we'll get along? You know? Have they paid off their mortgage yet? Yeah. What do you think their financial status is? You know, their primary residence. What is the financial status of their primary residence? That is what I'm going to ask future women I'm interested in now. You know, please send me your mortgage statement. Okay?
You're only going to date mortgage-free people.
Yes. What is your loan-to-value ratio of your mortgage? What is your interest rate? 2-year fixed, 5-year fixed, 35-year term? What's a term like? I've been scarred, listeners. But just like gambling, I think I just have to accept that the woman's gone.